What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the scours of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And happy Monday to all of y'all. Hope you are having a great day. Hope you're having a smooth day. I know, long weekend, getting back into the workplace. Listen, I understand, bro. I understand it. So for those of you who making that trudge, like getting into work and making everything work for you, hey, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. But guys, going to get into a few things on today's docket, just a few quick things that have like come across my forte, so to speak. And first thing is, so one, I don't even know why this is. I do know why this is up here, but that's how you know it's been a long day for me. But guys, is the question that's being posed right now, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling, I'm sorry if I'm stuttering a little slower than usual, but the question that is being posed is, are there a few former Carolina Panthers who may be returning home as free agents? And the reason why this question came up and has been posed to me is due to the fact that ESPN's Matt Bowen just released a list of the 17 best remaining free agents in the NFL. And on that list, 2 of them were former Carolina Panthers, Rasul Douglas and Jadeveon Clowney. Now, here's what Bowen had to say about each one in their respective points in their career and how he feels they are one of the best remaining free agents. So first he starts with Douglas. He says this: Douglas is a physical corner with the length to disrupt the ball and the willingness to set an edge against the run. 5 tackles for a loss last season, obviously. He's an easy fit in a zone system that allows him to reroute underneath and attack the ball from the outside third of the field. Douglas returned one of his 5 interceptions for a touchdown in 2023 and had 5 pass breakups last season. Then he followed this up with Jadeveon Clowney. He said this about Clowney. Clowney had 5.5 sacks in 2024 after posting a career-high 9.5 the previous season. With his straight line speed and power, Clowney can still impact the pocket, 35 pressures last season, and he can close the distance to the quarterback, off stunts and loops. Going into the 12th year as a pro, he can be signed as a designated pass rusher in sub packages. Whew, I know that's a whole lot. So you have some things to think about, and everybody's wondering, what are my thoughts? Do I think Carolina should bring them back? Should we bring back any of these guys? Honestly, when I think about it, no. I don't think we should bring Rasul Douglas back. Rasul Douglas. I know I might be pronouncing it just being weird today. I don't know why. But Rasul Douglas as well as Jadeveon Clowney. And I've seen a lot of y'all say bring Clowney back. I'm not on that fence. And the reason being is not to say they aren't good. They are good. They were solid in their time here. They were solid in their time with the team. They are solid players. They're not great. If I'm being honest, they're not great, but they are solid players. However, me personally, I would like us to sign a more long-term solution of a player, and I do not see Douglas nor Clowney as a long-term solution. If those are our long-term solutions, I got to be honest, guys. It's not a good look. If Rasul Douglas and Jadeveon Clowney are like, yeah, those are going to be our long-term fixes for the time being, I'm not on that fence. I'm not on that team. I'm not on that squad. That's just me. Y'all can think differently. Y'all can definitely think differently, but I'm just like, yeah, no. I would much rather we go get somebody younger who we know we have more time with, who we know we can get a lot more out of. And granted, Douglas is younger than Clowney, obviously. So, a little bit more leeway, but overall, I'm not on the fence. I would not want to bring either of them back. And I honestly hope Carolina does it. But, hey, y'all can feel the same way. Y'all can call me crazy. And y'all can say I'm dumb about it. And, hey, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. Next, moving on. So, another list that also came across my forte was Ben Solak? Yeah. So Ben Solak of ESPN released a list showcasing the best player taken at every spot in the NFL draft. So essentially, the draft consolidates every player taken at that spot, and he has picked who the best player is in that spot. And 4 Carolina Panthers actually made the list. So, hey, got shout out to that, man. 4 Panthers made the list, and here are the 4 Panthers that actually made the list and goes. You had Josh Norman at 143. Excuse me. Had Chad Cota at 209, Captain Munnerlyn at 216, and Will Montgomery at 234. Shout out to them boys making the list in terms of being one of the best players taken in the draft. Now, some of you are going to ask the question, where are some of our legends, right? Like Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, obviously number 1 overall with Cam. That's a high list. And let's be real. We all knew Cam wasn't winning that number 1 overall spot. I love Cam. I do. But number 1 draft pick, he wasn't going to win that one. But, there were a few names that are missing, and you got to see who they lost out to, because when we look at it, Cam lost out for the number 1 spot to Julius Peppers, or to Peyton Manning. Julius Peppers lost at number 2 to Lawrence Taylor. Now, I can't deny those two losing to them, hey, makes sense. Luke Kuechly at 11 losing to J.J. Watt. That I would argue, honestly. Honestly, I would argue that. I would have argued that one. Jordan Gross losing at 8 to Ronnie Lott. Makes sense. Musa Muhammad losing to Dan Deerdorf. I'm arguing that because I will be honest, I don't know Dan. I don't. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know who Dan is, but he's a Hall of Fame tight end, so I got to give him respect where respect is due. But I think Musa's better. That's just my personal opinion. There's also bias there. Wesley Walls losing to O.C. Umenyiora. That hurts. And then Steve Smith losing to Will Shields. I think they missed. And that might just be my personal bias. But there were also some other names to concede at certain positions. Like I want to say for 11, it wasn't just Luke Kuechly. It wasn't just J.J. Watt, but it was a few other names there too. So I get it, but who they lost to? I'm definitely arguing Luke Kuechly versus J.J. Watt. I definitely would argue that. I 100% would argue that. Others, hey man, it's up in the air. But man, if y'all want, go check out that list and y'all tell me what y'all think, because it's kind of crazy. It's just wild to me. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy that at least 4 Carolina Panthers did make that list. And that shows me that the Carolina Panthers know how to find talent in late rounds. That's what that shows me. Not to saying that we can't find talent in the early rounds, but it shows me that we pick guys nobody believed in. They turned out to be some great selections, so we know how to pick in the late rounds as well. Shout out to management and shout out to the team there, man. And lastly, the third thing is, RG3 out here taking shots at our boy Cam Newton. Nani? Yeah, Robert. Robert is out here, took a shot at Cam Newton this past week, and I was kind of shocked by that, man. So what happened was RG3 was on the Overtime podcast and was asked between who would he choose between him, Cam Newton, and Geno Smith if you put all of them on a 7v7 team right now, who would go the furthest and be the most successful? So, obviously, if some of you don't know, Cam, Geno, and RG3, they have 7-on-7 high school teams, and they play each other constantly, right? So, they asked, hey, if you take each one of them, put each of y'all on a 7v7 team, who's going to be the most successful? Here's what RG3 had to say, bro. RG3 says, 1,000%. It's the team that 1,000%. It's the team that I get dropped on. I mean, that's not even a question. Yeah, 100%. What would happen? He said, what would happen with Geno is Geno's used to throwing to NFL receivers. But because I've been inactive for a few years, I throw at our practices. I throw at these high school guys so I understand what it takes from that standpoint. And I think from Cam's standpoint, you just rush him because I don't think he can move like that. I mean, not anymore. He's still athletic, and me and Cam talk all the time. He tells me how he's still working out and whatnot, but I just ran a 4.25 2 years ago, so please do rush me. Oh! Now, Robert, that is quite the statement there, sir. That is quite the statement there, and you have been getting real bold with some of your takes lately, sir. But I'm going to let Cam Newton respond because Cam, first of all, Cam did say, he responded on his 4th and 1 podcast, and he started by saying that he was going to take the high road, and he said, you know what? I'm taking the high road, and I'm going to give it to RG3. If that's what he wants, I'm going to give it to him. Start RG3, bench Geno, cut Cam. But he then followed up by saying this. I have a hard time believing that he runs a 4.25 in a 40-yard dash today. He's like, we played his team. Yeah, his team won. Ain't no disrespect to all that. But when it comes to 7v7, consistent performance, you had better bring your lunch pail and play the best ball you can versus Cam Newton. Robert, we've got to stop the cap. I mean, bro, take the win. Like, come on now, take the win. Just mentioning Cam is going to get you at least a couple more views. But, yeah, let's refrain from that ever happening again. And honestly, oh, wow, I got dark. Wow. There we go. And honestly, Cam is 100% right here, bro. I know some people might be. Cam's 100% right. RG3, I feel as though he could have just said that and not actually tried to make it seem like Cam and Geno would have no shot at all. And then RG3 talking about, I ran a 4.25, and he also said 2 years ago. And I'm like, 2 years ago, bro. I get that. I do. But RG3, you know another thing you're known for, bro? Bad knees. You're known for having bad knees. Let's not forget that. And you want to play 77? Like, Cam is more. Another thing that I don't get why he gets lost. Cam is a lot more mobile than people give him credit for. I don't understand why that gets lost in translation, but Cam Newton is way more mobile than people give him credit for. Like, do we not remember the video where he had the New England Patriots breakdancing on the ground, touching earth, in and out of the pocket? Cam's faster than you think. He's more mobile than you think. So I don't doubt Cam Newton could put people to shame. If you ask me, honestly, right now, I would say Cam, Geno, and I'm cutting RG3. That's just me. And this is as a guy who did like RG3 when he first came into the league. I was a fan of his. It's kind of dwindled off over the years. I've always loved Cam, don't get me wrong. Well, I can't say that because I have even said on this channel I didn't want us to draft Cam, but I grew to love Cam, so I'm going to defend Cam too. But as I look at it, I think Geno would actually be Geno's underrated. So that's why I'm keeping him in the bench category. Very underrated. But I do think Cam Newton is more mobile than people give him credit for. And he's as fast as people give him credit for. And I'll be honest, I've seen Cam Newton's workouts. RG3, I ain't seen what you've been doing. I ain't seen what you've been doing. So that's why I'm going to stand on that. Y'all let me know about that one, bro. And then lastly, guys, as we get into it, whoa, what is going on here? There we go. Lastly, guys, time for y'all favorite segment. Time for Panther Nation to speak their truth. Time for it. I love these comments, man. I love them every single time. I enjoy it, bro. So let's get into it. First comment comes from Rob Catacomb when talking about the The would you rather from this past week. He said he's choosing. He's like, I'm not the Devontae Adams fan. Amon Ra got some twitch, and I like that. So you're choosing Amon Ra in the 2021 draft over Devontae Adams? Hey, I can respect that. I can respect that. I thought it was a tough one. I like Amon Ra just as much as you, so I can see where you're doing it. And like I said, I even taught myself to making it a harder selling point when I was like, dog, Amon Ra on today's team it'd be nice, boy. Next, you comes from Mr. Bombastic 1984. My man said, please change your thumbnails. Please. I love your videos, but these are not shocking updates. These are great strides as far as our team is concerned. I hate that this eliminates Renfro because I feel he's better than Moore. Hopefully that decision doesn't come back to haunt us. Please do lives to where it's an open discussion. It would be fun. Listen, man. Hey, listen. First things first, when it comes to the thumbnails and the titles, hey, I put in my 2 cents with the team. Because y'all got to remember, I don't own this channel. I work for this channel. And I love working for it. I love working for them. I love working for you guys and giving you guys content each and every day. I don't own the channel. And one of the things I don't have control over is the titles. I throw my suggestions in, and the team will tell you if they're, I put in my suggestion when I send them, the videos and everything like that, but I don't have final say over what the titles are. That's just the way it is, man. I get it. Sometimes they can be annoying. I get it. But I understand where you're coming from. As far as the Renfro thing, I think Renfro's still good. I think Renfro's safe. I'd be surprised if he gets cut. And I'm like you. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. And doing the live discussions, that actually might be in the works. We're gonna talk some more about that. But I see you, Mr. Bombastic. I see you. Then lastly, comes from Matthew Campbell, JPC. My man says, keep doing your thing, MM. By the way, I don't know if you still do or still do B-Day shout-outs, but my birthday is this week. Anyway, keep doing your thing, man. Love your work and keep pounding. Hey, Matthew, I greatly appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love that y'all give me. And, bro, I responded from my personal page on your comment on the last video. Just put your birthday down. I'll make sure you get a birthday shout out. I still do the birthday shout outs, just nobody's put them in the comment section or anything like that. So I haven't seen them. That's why I haven't put them up. But if you got a birthday and you want me to give you a birthday shout out, put it in the comment section. I will make sure to include you. So Matthew, if you're watching this, put the actual date down this week, and we'll make sure to celebrate you accordingly, my boy. But guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can always be notified of when these videos are dropping. Next, also, comment below and let me know. 1, do you think we should bring back Rasul Douglas or Jadeveon Clowney to the Carolina Panthers? 2, how do you feel about the 4 Panthers who made the top draft pick list? And how do you feel about some of our Panthers legends who didn't get selected at their draft spot? And 3, who was in the right here, Cam Newton or RG3? Do you think RG3 had valid points? Do you think Cam had a valid response? Everything in between. Let me know in the comment section below, because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace, brother, to all of you. Take care, later days, and as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding. I'll see you next time.